Hello, Cougar fans, and welcome to the Illini Central Sports Network podcast, where myself and Mr. Berg sit down each and every week and discuss another week of Illini Central Sports. So, Coach, let's start off high school basketball. We got our season started last week.
Yeah, so 4 games. It was a busy week. I know you guys and the rest of them were pretty tired by the end of it. It was a week where we kind of got off to a rough start, but we were able to bounce back. Had a decent finish. We got a lot better, but unfortunately we did go 1-3. So, the week started with a game against Warrensburg Latham. They had a new coach, new coaching staff, a bunch of new players. We struggled with handling the ball in that one, obviously, if you've watched. But we were in it at the end. We took a lead in the fourth quarter, and they just weren't able to make enough shots down the stretch. So we started off 0-1. Then the Clinton game on Tuesday, they ended up losing in the championship game by 1 point to Auburn in overtime. So that was a tough matchup for us. But I think we're looking forward to playing those guys again later down the road. So that should be a good matchup. Then on Wednesday, third straight day with a game, we again got off to a rough start against Edinburgh, but we were able to dig deep. I think we're down by 10 with about 4 minutes to go. We were able to come back. Trenton Dietrich hit a couple free throws with 3/10 of a second left on the clock to win that one. So I know that was pretty exciting, the comeback for you as well. You played a big role in that one. And then wrapping it up, we faced Tomahawk Conference rival Delavan on Saturday. In my opinion, I think we won the game. We just didn't, have more points at the end. We played really well, I thought. Limited our turnovers, got good shots. We just struggled to make layups, and they ended up throwing in a shot at the buzzer. So, the record 1-3 doesn't look the best, but we got a lot better, and I'm looking forward to this week. So
yeah, and like I was telling the guys, there's no point to sit here and talk about that. We got a home opener this Friday. Yeah. Forget about that. Let's move on to the next game and change how we played and fix our mistakes and move on towards the future.
Yeah. So the home opener. Yeah, if you're in town, come out and watch these guys play. Not only get a chance to watch the basketball team, but the pep band will be there getting everybody fired up. We have a huge pom squad this year. We have a great cheer team again. I think you'll really enjoy it. And Friday nights in Mason City are meant to be spent in the gym, so hopefully you'll come out and watch.
Yeah, make sure to come out and watch us on Friday night. And with that, let's move on into high school girls basketball. They keep winning.
Yeah, that's kind of been the theme to start. They're off to a great start. They've been battling some injuries and sickness as well, but they were able to find enough strength, enough healthy bodies on Monday night to pick up a win. They were actually down by 8 at halftime, I believe, to Macon Meridian, and then I watched the second half. They just put on a clinic and ended up running away with that. So they're off to a great start. Great for them. That's the only game this week. They're off to prepare. I do know they have a pretty tough week next week, which we'll get to on Monday. But they've done what they're supposed to do. They've won the games they needed to, and they got a lot of momentum. So it should be fun.
Yeah, their game the other night. They struggled in the beginning, but they came out at halftime looking like a completely different team, and they knocked down way more shots than their opponent did, and that's just what you got to do to win a game.
Yeah, we had Megan Hughes, a freshman in that one, had 24, huge second half. So that's fun. We've been talking about all the young talent we got. You need to come out to the gym and watch them.
Yeah, you said we're talking about young talent. Let's move on to middle school girls basketball season.
Yeah, so middle school girls, they had the regional first round of regionals on Monday against Virginia. I was there. I thought the girls played unbelievable. They were in it the entire time. They were missing a couple girls due to sickness, which that's always a bummer. But I thought they played really well. They got a lot better this year, and we just keep producing a ton of girls. And next year's high school team is going to add about 8 more with the 8th grade class and a lot more talent. So they had a great year. I know they didn't win a ton of games, but our schedule is pretty tough. They're pretty good. They got a lot of talent, and it'll be fun to watch them.
So middle school girls basketball season sadly, came to an end, but the middle school boys, they're still going.
Yeah, so middle school boys, they actually played a game last night, which was Tuesday. Tomorrow night, they're in Mount Pulaski to face a conference rival. So it was kind of the same deal. They're young. We're playing a lot of 6th graders in the 7th and 8th grade games, just out of necessity, which we're struggling to win a little bit right now, but that's going to help us out in the future. And they keep getting better as well. We got some good point guards and got some good young shooters down there. So I'm looking forward to seeing how they progress throughout the year.
That's that's good for them playing all the games because they're getting all this play time, all this experience to prepare them for the future. And it's almost that same team coming back next year to play, and then the guys coming up to high school. And so let's move on into middle school girls volleyball.
Yeah, so middle school girls volleyball, we'll be talking about that starting Monday for sure. That's when they're opening up their season. Volleyball is another sport that we always get a ton of athletes and a ton of talent out. I know we got a great coaching staff assembled down there, so I'm looking forward to seeing how many girls show up and just add another team to the gym. It's just going to be crazy. There's so much going on. If you're sitting around home over the winter, you can come out to Easton or Mason City and you'll find plenty to do. So
yeah, it'll be fun to watch them, especially because our girls are doing really good now in high school, so those middle school talent coming up can help them prepare for the future. And thank you, Coach Burch, for sitting down with me and discussing another week of Alliance Central Sports. And make sure to look out next week for more Cougar coverage right here on the Alliance Central Sports Network.
Go Cougars.